once hailed as Putin's crown jewel and Ukraine's most daring strike in months. Hello and welcome back. Guys, I'm Lakhan Tanwani and today's story is nothing short of explosive, literally. In a stunning escalation of tactics, Ukraine has successfully detonated a massive underwater explosive attack against the Kerch Bridge, a critical lifeline connecting Crimea to mainland Russia. This wasn't just a random military strike, it was a surgical hit aimed straight at the heart of Russia's logistical and symbolic control over occupied Crimea. So guys, in this video we will break down how the attack was carried out, why it matters right now, and what it means for the future of Ukraine's war effort and the Trump administration stance on NATO and the peace talks. So guys, buckle up because this is a turning point in Ukraine-Russia war. So now let's first explore the background on the bridge. The Kerch Bridge, spanning over the 12 miles, was opened in 2018 and personally inaugurated by Russian President Putin himself. This was more than a bridge. It was a powerful symbol of Russia's control over Crimea since its illegal annexation in 2014. Strategically, it's a major supply route. It's how weapons, troops, and supplies move to Russian forces fighting in southern Ukraine. Destroying or even damaging it isn't just symbolic, it directly cripples the Russia's military operations. This is not Ukraine's first attempt to target this behemoth, but this time the results were the some different. Now let's see the underwater blast how it happened. In the early hours of Tuesday, the SBU, the Ukraine's security service, pulled off a covert underwater explosion at the base of the bridge. The device used was a carefully placed charge equivalent to over 1 metric ton of TNT. Let that sink in. The blast erupted from below, launching debris skyward and severely damaging the underwater supports of the bridge. Russian authorities scrambled to halt traffic and the bridge was shut down for over 4 hours. General Vasil Molik, the SBU's lead, called the strike a legitimate target, emphasizing that it was being used to fuel Russia's war machine. His words were very clear and defiant. Crimea is Ukraine, and any manifestations of occupation will receive our tough response. Footage release shows a dramatic burst of water followed by broken concrete, a striking visual of Ukraine's evolving capabilities. Now, let's see the strategic shift and NATO invitation. But this isn't just about the explosions and sabotage. This attack comes at a time when Ukraine is battling on two fronts, the literal battlefield and the diplomatic arena. Just days before, Ukraine launched a drone strike on Russia's strategic bomber fleet. These attacks aim to prove one thing to the world, and especially to the Trump administration: Kiev is not out of the cards. In fact, Ukraine's invite to the NATO summit later this month in the Hague is already being seen as a diplomatic victory. President Zelenskyy confirmed the invitation himself and warned it would be a victory for Russia if we were not present. The attack sends a clear message: Ukraine is not playing defense anymore. It is reshaping the narrative and the battlefield. Now, let's see the Russia's response on this and stalled peace talks. Russia is already crying fool, accusing Ukraine of terrorism not just for the Kerch Bridge strike, but also for other rail bridge explosions over the weekend that killed 7 and injured over 100. Meanwhile, Russia proposed a limited ceasefire 2 or 3 days in selected areas. Ukraine rejected it, calling for a full ceasefire and a demand that Moscow refused. At talks in Istanbul, both sides swapped prisoners and exchanged roadmaps for the peace. But don't get your hopes up. Russia's condition for a ceasefire was Ukraine must pull out of 4 regions Moscow claims to have annexed. That's a non-starter. Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov confirmed it would be wrong to expect quick breakthroughs. Translation was, don't count on peace anytime soon. And despite interest from the US, Ukraine, and even Turkey for a three-way summit between Trump, Zelensky, and Putin, the Kremlin had dismissed it outright for now. So, guys, let's zoom out. This isn't just about a bridge, it's about the momentum. It's about flipping the narrative. For months, Trump administration officials have hinted that Ukraine is losing ground. But Kyiv's recent actions, first Moscow's bomber fleet, now the Kerch Bridge, show that they are very much in this fight and they are bringing creativity, resolve, and sheer audacity. They have taken the war underwater literally. And with the NATO summits, shifting alliances, and battlefield innovations, Ukraine is making it clear this war is far from over. So, what happens next? Will Russia escalate in response? Will NATO offer more support now that Ukraine has proven its striking capabilities? And where does Donald Trump's administration stand on Ukraine's continued resilience and NATO inclusion? I will be tackling this story every step on the way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for real time analysis of global power plays, battlefield intelligence, and political strategy. Until next time, stay informed, stay sharp. This is Lakhan Tanwani signing off, and I will see you in the next video.